Drake Riggs here with the scrap, standing next to J.J. Wilson, who gets ready to fight on Saturday night at Bellator 238. Of course, that's why we're here, man. So, kicking things off in 2020. A lot of fights in 2019. Was it three, right? Three pretty...
I had, three fights in 2019. 19.
And all very quick, too. So, how many are we looking at in 2020? What's the plan that how are you mapping things out? How many fights?
I want to be able to get 4 to 5 fights in this year. I want to be as active as possible. If I can get more, that'll be even better.
Mm-hmm, of course. And, like I said, very quick finishes, very fast fights. In general, your longest is like a minute 30 or something crazy.
Yeah.
So the thing about that is, a lot of people will be like, all right, obviously he can finish, but is there more to him? So in this fight, do you kind of want to show more, maybe let it go a little bit longer, or are you just happy finishing it as quick as possible?
Man, there's no need for me to be in there longer than I need to be. If I go in there and I see a finish, I'm going to take it. If the guy's skilled enough, then we'll go some more rounds. But if not, I'm going to go out there and look for the finish right from the start.
Yeah, makes sense. And because of the trajectory that you're on right now, moving up really quickly. How fast do you want to rise through the ranks? How quickly are you looking to get to a point where you're like, all right, maybe one fight away from the title or a top guy? How quickly are you looking to get to the top guys?
I don't have a plan for that. I'm just gonna let everything happen as it does.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep fighting. As they put more guys in front of me, I don't care if they were bigger names or whatever. I just want to go out there and fight. Mm-hmm. And if that's the trajectory it throws me in within the next 2 years, then that's what happens. I'm not pushing it in any way.
Yeah, sounds good. And your opponent here, he's going to be one of the most experienced guy you fought so far. Have you done any extra studying on him specifically because there's more stuff out there on him, or are you just kind of focusing more on yourself?
No, I did a lot of study. I like to try and find as much on my opponent as possible. So I watched his recent fights. He has he's a tough opponent. He's a veteran. He's going to be out there. He's going to try to control the pace. So I'm ready to go out there and bring the fight to him.
Of course. And what would you say has been your biggest learning experience so far? If you can name one thing, or just what have you learned the most on your MMA journey so far?
What your body can actually do. Throughout all the training camp, making it through a training camp and a weight cut. And all that, and then fighting is crazy what your body can do.
Nice.
It's epic.
Yeah, I like that answer. And you're from New Zealand, correct? So, and one of the few New Zealand fighters in Bellator, I think. But just how important is it for you to represent your country here, fighting on one of the biggest stages?
Man, it's amazing. We have lead horses right now, Israel Adesanya. I followed Mark Hunt when I first started off. Mm-hmm. He was kind of my guidance. Okay. He looked after me a lot when I very first got into MMA. So I always had the legends of the sport from New Zealand kind of guiding me. Yeah. So I was like, one day I'm going to be there as well. I always had that since I begun training. Mm-hmm. So now that I'm actually there and I am leading the way for a lot of the people in New Zealand in mixed martial arts, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, I can imagine, man. All right, and last thing I got for you here, big main event between the featherweights. Julie Budd, Chris Cyborg. Do you have a pick? Is there anyone you're leaning towards in that one? Putting you on the spot.
That put me on the spot a little bit, but it's. I like Cyborg. I like her a lot. She's a legend. So I'm gonna be on Cyborg's side for this.
All right.